Here I am trying to make a handmade jewelry logo. As you can see, I have all the benchmarks on the side, the top, down, bottom, left, all around the artboard. You can't work without your benchmarks. I say this all the time. Well, you can, but I advise you not to. Even if you're a client, you need to find the benchmarks and see which direction you want to take, so that when you give it to your designer, they know which where they should be heading in terms of the style of the design. So over here, I'm just trying the basic concept, a very angular concept, and I'm actually using the grids. I normally don't really use the grids for it, but in this case, I really want to be accurate. Here I'm trying to play around with the letters a little, see where the C can go. Over here, like, it's really not working, so I'm kind of deleting that and trying something else. So going for a more box shape here, but adding a bit of curves to the M. But does that look like an M? I'm not too sure, but I might come back later and play around with the angles a bit, making the angles a bit curved, so it's a bit nicer to look at, not cutting your eyeballs. Sometimes you have to zoom in and actually go into the fine details of things. Sometimes it might not work though, so yeah, you might have to just like go backwards. Here I am trying to do the I, the C. You can tell it's taking quite some time to actually get the right sort of shape and proportions for the letter. There's not much to say about this, to be honest. It's supposed to be a very simple logo. When you think of your favorite brands, they're very simple. A lot of them are black and white actually, and the good thing about black and white logos is that they can be transferred onto any surface and they can be easily manipulated. So I'm kind of sticking to grays and blacks so that depending on the surface the logo goes on the website or on the jewelry or whatever, it's gonna work. I just need to change the color of the text. I'm adding a bit of gradient here. Not really fond of gradients actually on simple logos like this, but let's just see what the client says. Here I'm trying something else, trying to use some shadows, and negative spacing. Really experimenting with this one. This is one of the projects that I've really had to think really hard on, something that is very simple but sends a message. So as you can tell, that didn't work. So I tried something else. That's what you really need to do. Sometimes when you're trying something complicated, you just need to stop and look back and try something very simple. So over here I'm just using the filters and adding the shadow. But even the filter wasn't good enough, so I made another layer and added it behind and changed that to black to make the shadow. It can be a very long process. What I do like to do though is duplicate things and mess around with them. So over here I've decided to use this version and play around with it a little, add some shadows, add some different aspects to it, added a little star there, an asterisk, and now those are the 4 different types. So it's a work in progress. Maybe I'll update you later.